Why do inhaled corticosteroids calm sensitive asthma airways? Imagine your lungs as a busy city where traffic can get out of control when there's a problem. When you have asthma, your airways become inflamed and overly sensitive, like roads filled with construction and detours. Inhaled corticosteroids are like traffic controllers that help clear the way. They work directly inside your lungs to target the root cause of the problem: inflammation. These medications are the most effective way to manage asthma because they don't just treat the symptoms like wheezing or coughing. Instead, they go to the cellular level to reduce the inflammation that causes the airway sensitivity. At the cellular level, inhaled corticosteroids lower the number of inflammatory cells in your airways. These cells include eosinophils, T lymphocytes, mast cells, and dendritic cells. They do this by two main actions. First, they stop the production of chemicals and molecules that attract more inflammatory cells into the airway. Second, they cause the inflammatory cells already there to die off, reducing ongoing inflammation. The medication crosses the cell membranes easily and binds tightly to special receptors called glucocorticoid receptors inside the cells. Once attached, these receptors move into the cell nucleus and turn off the genes that produce inflammatory substances. This gene suppression prevents the cascade of inflammation that leads to swelling, mucus buildup, and the tight feeling in your chest. You can notice effects fairly quickly. Within 6 hours of starting treatment, there's usually a noticeable drop in eosinophils in your airways, which helps reduce airway hyperresponsiveness. But the full benefits take longer, often several months, because the medication needs time to repair damage caused by long-term inflammation. The lining of your airways, called epithelial cells, is a major target for inhaled corticosteroids. When used regularly, these medications help restore the integrity of this lining. A stronger, healthier airway lining is less reactive to triggers like allergens or irritants. This means fewer asthma attacks and less sensitivity overall. Using inhaled corticosteroids regularly helps cut down the frequency of symptoms, makes your airways less hyperresponsive, and lowers the chance of serious attacks. They are classified as controller medications, which are meant to be taken every day to prevent problems, not just during an attack. The doses can be adjusted from low to high depending on how severe your asthma is. Overall, inhaled corticosteroids change the way your lungs respond to triggers. Instead of your airways constantly reacting with inflammation and tightness, these medications calm the inflammation at its source. This helps your airways return to a more normal state, making breathing easier and reducing the daily struggles of asthma.